Turning back to the latest shocking developments concerning the Russian attorney meeting with Donald Trump Jr., our next guest saw her on Capitol Hill in June of last year. Joining us tonight is Congressman Ron DeSantis, a member of several key committees, including Foreign Affairs, Judiciary, and Oversight, also a member of the Freedom Caucus. Good to have you with us, Congressman.
Good evening.
The pictures of this woman being there so long ago, it is just stunning to see how the national left-wing media ran with this story without any idea of what they were talking about when it came to the issue of collusion and the role of this attorney. Your thoughts tonight?
Well, Lou, she has been in the Congress. You pointed out that hearing in 2016. She was heavily involved, and that was before I actually got sworn in, but they voted in the lame duck in 2012 on the Magnitsky Act, and she was lobbying a lot of people. I've talked to some of my colleagues who remember that. I guarantee you she lobbied more Democrats than Republicans. So she's been here, and then, of course, Loretta Lynch approved her to be here on this special parole. And the question is why? The media is acting like she's Putin's right-hand woman being sent here to collude and do all these crazy things. Well, if that were the case, why on earth would the Obama administration have wanted her to be in the country?
Yeah, it's a great question. And another important question in all of this is, why is the Attorney General the one giving this special immigration parole, a very rare waiver? And by statute, it's the purview of the Homeland Security Secretary. It's stunning about how Loretta Lynch, or why Loretta Lynch, was personally involved in this. Don't you think?
Yes, and we need to get answers from that. Lynch is in a lot of hot water anyways, and I've been arguing to bring her in, put her under oath. And it could be our committee on oversight, it could be the intelligence committees, but she's already out there. She needs to be brought in. She needs to be deposed about this matter as well.
You know, as a member of the House Judiciary Committee, I want to quickly turn to the FBI nominee, director nominee, Christopher Wray, talking about the independence of the FBI. And talking with a number of attorneys, whether Greg Jarrett, whether it be any number of attorneys, it's just an absurdity of why is this being asserted first by James Comey and now by Christopher Wray, when in fact the FBI is not an independent agency of any sort or kind.
No, and exactly. Now, it's one thing to say, look, I'm going to be guided by law and not politics. I'm going to be independent of kind of the political winds. That's fine. But I think Comey asserted, implicitly at least, that he was independent of any accountability. And that's exactly what you don't want in government. He is an inferior, the FBI director is an inferior officer in the executive branch. And if you say it's independent, then that would mean back when J. Edgar Hoover was investigating Martin Luther King Jr., would it have been improper for a president like John F. Kennedy to say, don't do that, you're violating the man's rights? I think we want to have a system in which the FBI director can be held accountable when they're not performing adequately.
And certainly that is the system and the reality of the matter. The FBI director may not want to have dinner with the president, but that isn't going to be his choice. He may have other choices, but that won't be one of them. He works for the president. He works for the attorney general.
Yeah, that's right. And what the Democrats want, though, is they want to create this situation where the FBI director is constantly being told to basically go to war with the administration in order to show you're independent. And that is not the proper role either. You follow the law and you aggressively enforce the law, but you don't try to align yourself against your own president just to please the other party and the media.
And I have to say, I think the Senate Judiciary Committee, I think I've got great respect for Senator Chuck Grassley, but I have to tell you, he turned over that committee to the Democratic Party as if they were in leadership and in control of the U.S. Senate. An awful mistake, in my opinion. Congressman, as always, it's great to see you, and thanks for being with us and sharing your views. We appreciate it.